SWOT is a framework to support the strategy formulation process at a business level. But how does the SWOT tool work? To operationally apply it, we should build up the so-called SWOT analysis matrix. The SWOT matrix is a 2x2 table whose 4 cells report a list of the external opportunities and threats a company is facing, as well as the strengths and weaknesses the company shows compared to its competitors. This matrix hence couples 2 different perspectives. The external one, which requires to consider industry determinants and trends assessed from the point of view of the average competitor in the business area, and the internal one, which takes the point of view of the specific company and compares its distinctive characteristics with those of competitors. Following these complementary perspectives, we should now fill these 4 cells. How to do so? O's, T's, S's, and W's may result from a brainstorming activity, where managers or experts assess the industry and the company according to their professional expertise, without any specific template or guideline driving the process. However, though this is a common approach due to its relative simplicity, it may also end up being simplistic and overly unstructured, as in complex and kaleidoscopic business environments, key elements may be simply forgotten or underestimated even by skilled executives. So I propose the SWOT analysis matrix is not just filled in through brainstorming, but each cell is fed by the application of structured strategy analysis models. For instance, external strategy analysis could be informed by the 5 competitive forces model and the PEST analysis, while internal strategy analysis could be supported by the value chain model and the resource-based view of the company, which looks for its core resources and competencies. These structured models deserve a detailed description and will be covered in the next lectures. Now that we know how to fill the matrix, how should we use it? We should ask ourselves some wise questions that may reveal useful insights about the strategic alternatives we have at hand, by mixing and matching strengths and weaknesses with opportunities and threats. The SWOT analysis is a critical step of the strategy formulation process, since it is from the combined external and internal perspectives that the business strategy of the company arises. More specifically, by crossing external opportunities and threats with internal strengths and weaknesses, the company may understand, for instance, what are its strengths it may leverage to exploit opportunities, what are the strengths it may use to defend itself from a threat, and what are the weaknesses that do not allow it to properly take advantage of an opportunity, or maybe that amplify the negative effect of a threat. As a result, the SWOT analysis allows the company and the decision maker to formulate a set of possible strategic alternatives or strategic decisions at a business strategy level. Exploiting an opportunity with a strength is indeed a strategic decision. Since it is long-term, it requires investments and resources, it is cross-functional and hardly reversible. So the overall set of strategic decisions that will constitute a company's business strategy basically emerge from the SWOT. Let's build up a general example. A generic player operating in a given business area may apply the SWOT analysis and come up with this result. The opportunities arising from the external environment are new markets emerging, demand increase, and a new patent or license, while the threats are restrictive regulations, aggressive national competitors, competition from emerging markets, and substitute products. Moving to the inside of the company, Its strengths lie in strong brand awareness, high product quality, high perceived value, customer loyalty, effective distribution, and significant scale. The company also has weaknesses compared to competitors like limited geographical coverage, little cash flow, lack of management leadership, low flexibility, and low operations effectiveness. By thoughtfully and creatively considering these elements, some strategic alternatives to pursue may emerge, like launch new products in new markets based on high quality, strengthen the brand to protect the company's offer from substitutes, or use perceived value to increase premium price and make cash flows grow. Some of these alternatives may be mutually exclusive, while others may be synergistic and consistent with one another. Managers have the task to properly formulate, select, and balance these strategic alternatives stemming from the SWOT analysis, which adds up to constitute their company's business strategy.